As a J1 exchange visitor, it is your responsibility to maintain your J1 status. Failing to do so can have serious long-term consequences. Let's go over some important rules to help you maintain your status. When you arrive, you will be required to update your local physical address, phone number, and email. You may also need to check in with the international office and provide them with copies of your travel documents. During your stay. During your exchange program, you will need to adhere to several key immigration requirements. Maintain valid travel documents. You must have a valid passport for your entire stay in the US. Additionally, it is mandatory that your passport remain valid at least 6 months into the future during the entirety of your program. You must maintain a valid DS 2019 form. Do not allow your DS 2019 to expire. If you need additional time to complete your program objective, work with your department in advance of the program end date listed on your DS 2019 to request an extension. Before and after you travel, you should check your I-94 and travel history record for accuracy. Your travel information can be verified at i94.cbp.dhs.gov. If errors are found on your record, consult with your international office. Health insurance. All exchange visitors, both J1 principals and J2 dependents, are required to have sickness and accident insurance, as well as medical evacuation and repatriation insurance in effect for the duration of their exchange program. More detailed information regarding health insurance requirements will be discussed in future videos. Leaving and re-entering the United States. If you plan to leave the United States and then return back under the same exchange program, it is recommended that you review your travel documents prior to departure. In order to re-enter the United States, you will need a valid passport, visa stamp, and DS 2019 form with a valid travel signature from your international office. Travel signatures are valid for 1 year. If you will be outside of the country for more than 30 days during your program, you must notify your advisor and complete the requirements to add an out-of-country notice to your record, indicating that you are still pursuing your program objectives while outside of the US. Reporting changes to your personal information. You must contact your international office within 10 calendar days anytime you change your address, email, telephone number, or the physical location where you are participating in your exchange program. Additionally, the international office is required to report other changes to your personal information, such as citizenship, program extensions or withdrawals, early departure, transferring to another program or institution, and changes in funding or sites of activity. Please keep your international advisor updated on any potential or upcoming changes as soon as you become aware of them. You must also notify your advisor before you engage in any additional employment, such as short-term consultations or lectures. After your program is complete, 30-day grace period. Once you reach the program end date found on your DS 2019, your J1 status will end and your SEVIS record will expire. However, you are allowed to remain in the United States for an additional 30 days before departing the country. During this 30-day grace period, you are no longer eligible to engage in any employment or academic activities. You may, however, travel within the United States. If you leave the United States, you will not be able to re-enter the US in J1 status. Remaining past the 30 days will be marked as an overstay and a violation of your J1 status. Returning to the US after your program. Depending on your J1 visa category, when you complete a J1 program and leave the country, there may be a length of time that must transpire before you can return to the United States or participate in another J1 program. Additionally, J1 visa holders are occasionally subject to Regulation 212E, also known as the 2-year rule or the home residency rule. The intent of this requirement is to have the home country benefit from the exchange visitor's experience in the United States. This means that a person must return to the country of last residence or nationality for 2 years after completing the J Exchange Visitor Program before being allowed to return to the United States on an H or L non-immigrant visa, or to apply for US permanent residency. Consult with your international advisor for additional information.